What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. You know, I like to stay lacing you guys up, spreading that positivity and that motivation, giving you something to think about, hopefully making a positive change in your life. And I want to talk about being black and what it means to be black and a lot of the bullshit that goes along with it. See, being black, I love my motherfucking chocolate, man. I love being black. I love the fact that, I'm a motherfucking king. But at the same time, I gotta recognize that a lot of people fear a black individual. They fear because they have lack of understanding. They fear just because they have lack of communication, and it just creates a lot of bullshit in between. And better yet, being black means that you also got to deal with other people that are black that may try to judge you because of the way you talk or because of the way you carry yourself. And I think that the black community, the black culture, is the only culture I know where they, make a big deal about keeping it real, staying true, 100, all this shit, man. And a lot of times, the motherfuckers talking that shit ain't about shit. Because the real motherfuckers keeping it 100, they already know. They on some up and up type shit, and they know that they have to maneuver a certain way in order to get to a certain point. It's sad, man, because people look at you and they want to judge you before they have a chance to actually interact with you. And I get a lot of people, man, oh my God, the way you talk, by the way you looked, I would have never assumed that you would articulate yourself like this. You just, you really surprised me. I surprised you? What the fuck? How was I supposed to talk? Was I supposed to sound like a nigga? You wanted me to talk ghettofied? Would that have made you more comfortable? Nah, man. I was brought up educated. I got into some shit, but I've always been a motherfucker that knows how to talk. I can talk street, or I can talk corporate, I can talk boardroom. But being black, man, you gotta know how to maneuver. And I like to lace my people up, man, and bring some insight to conducting yourself, man, and articulate yourself so that you don't get caught in these fucking binds. There's a lot of fucking traps out there. I have to try to read people 5-6 times ahead just to kind of make sure that I don't put myself in a predicament that might cause me to have to, possibly split a wig. And that's one of the things of being black, man. It's just, especially being black and big and black. Yeah, you catch a lot of shit, but the BBC also goes along with that too. And you cuckolds know about that. I had to throw that in there because I know that's a big thing among y'all community, the cuckolds. But being black, man, it's just, it's a very unique thing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. I love my people. I love the fact that black folks, man, are so resilient, and they have a drive. And when they make it, man, I think that it's motivation for all of us. And it'd be nice if more black people helped each other, but I don't know when that's gonna start happening. A lot of black people are just out for themselves. I'm keeping it real. Ones who have positions where they can reach down and help others, a lot of times they just kind of look and be like, well, maybe he'll make it. And then when you do make it, it's like training day. My nigga, you made it. I knew you would make it. Old Denzel quote. Yeah, that's what it's like when you make it in a black community, man. Because the motherfuckers who are already up in there, when you go up in that room and you see them, you're like, God damn, all y'all up in here? Yeah, man, I was wondering, Herc, when you gonna come up in here? But yeah, man, you did it, man. I'm like, damn, nigga, I could have did it faster if you would have helped me. And that's one of the drawbacks of our community, is that we don't really help each other. You know, we don't share. And, you know, I keep it real. There's a lot of motherfuckers I wouldn't want to be opening up to anyways, because the motherfucker might try to rob you. Motherfucker might try to do some scandalous shit. And it's not just black folks, it's anybody. But, you know, I know a lot of cats, you can just see they're grimy, man, just because that's just the nature of that individual and how they were brought up. So you got to pick and choose. And I always say that just because you look like me don't necessarily mean you represent me. So I always tell people, don't judge a group by a particular individual or by a small group of individuals, because we are all different. We don't all think the same. We don't all have the same goals, and we don't all have the same mannerism. And so you can't say that everybody is a criminal, everybody is a thug, or everybody is an athlete, or whatever the case may be, man, or a drug dealer. You can't say that, man, because we're all different, we're all unique, and we all have special qualities. And I just wish that somebody would have taught me at a younger age what it meant to be a black man in America, and how I needed to conduct myself to be successful. Because I had to learn the hard way, man. I didn't have no mentor. I didn't have a black male mentor lacing me up on the ins and outs of being a black man. I bumped my head a lot, man. I would have never have done a lot of the things that I did if I would have had somebody to, pull my collar up. And the guys who I did look up to, they were D-boys, man. They were hustlers, penitentiary niggas. Those were my role models, so I wanted to emulate them. I felt that if I was the hardest motherfucker in my neighborhood, that I would get respect, and that's what it meant to be a young black man. Well, I learned a lot since then, and I've reevaluated my stance in life and my position of who I am and my goals and my objectives, and I hope that I can share these with other young black males so that they don't go through the same shit I went through and bump their heads, man. And hopefully, I can help them in some degree, maybe not, directly, but indirectly through these videos or through just somehow some type of motivation, because we need it, man. We need it in a black community. We got a lot of single black women raising young black men, and with no father figure. The women are doing a great job, but you need a man. You need a strong black man to raise a strong young black man, and that's what we need in the community. We need more of that. We need more programs, more interaction with our young youth so that they don't make the stupid decisions and they stop trying to hurt each other for no reason. I used to have a lot of hate towards other individuals, blacks, and you look at them like, you see a white dude, Mexican dude, whatever, but you see a black guy and he have on a different color or from a different hood. What's up, nigga? You be ready to peel his motherfucking cap for what? Why to have all this animosity and hatred towards this other brother, man? Just because he was from a different neighborhood or a different part of town, or he represented a different clique. Why to have all that hatred, and I was ready to throw my life away over some punk ass shit? Because I bought into the fucking bullshit program, man. It's a bullshit program, man, that they want you to buy into so that you do throw your life away and you go into their storage facility and you keep their motherfucking coffers popping. You keep their pockets rich, and I'm trying to say, hey, there's other things you could be doing with yourself. A lot of you guys got a lot of talents, a lot of skills, and you don't know about those skills till you get to prison. Then you start drawing. Then you start writing poetry. Then you start writing scripts and then books and coming up with all kind of different ideas and inventions and business plans. Man, do that shit while you're free, black man. Do that shit now while you have the opportunity and you're not in a fucking cage with no choices. And black women, step your game up, man. You know what I'm saying? All these other women are stepping up and they trying to snatch away the black man. And they doing a good job because they know how to take care of their man. Nubian princesses, I know you out there. Well, what's up? Everybody has their own goals and objectives in life. And some women, if they get pregnant by some baller so that they can get that child support jumping off, And some of the dudes is just to bust as many hot female cheeks as they can. And along the way, if they get 5, 6 kids, they don't give a fuck. You got to think bigger than that, man. You got to think that the picture, long term, is bigger than that. And the fact that you didn't have no dad, you busting cheeks out there, man, strap that thing up, man, so that you don't just have a bunch of mini-me's running around, you know? If you want to have one, make sure it's with a woman that you can, you know, at least be there if you're, you know, if you're not going to get married, but that you can have a relationship with so that the kid will grow up knowing what it means to be a man. Because it's hard being a black man. It's hard, man. A lot of things I had to learn, I'm still learning about what it means to be a black man. And I try to, you know, sometimes reach out to other OGs and get game from them because I don't have all the answers. But I know I love my people, and I wish I seen more of my people stepping outside their comfort zone so that they can maximize their potential, because a lot of them are limiting themselves based on how they were brought up or the fact that they're, you know, they don't want to challenge themselves. It's hard being a black man, bro, but I love it, you know. And my mom did the best she could, but there's a lot of things she didn't tell me, man. She didn't tell me. I had to learn from other black men in the pen and, you know, on the streets, and just try to absorb the game, man. So, black man, step your game up. I love being black. I love my people. But at the same time, hey, my people means people who have the same objectives and goals as me. You know, don't be fooled. A lot of motherfuckers might look like you. They might talk like you, but you got to think, man, they might not have your best interests. So don't just let anybody up in your motherfucking crib, and don't invite just anybody into your circle just because they're the same color or hue as you. You got to be cautious, man. I've had most of my success and help from people that don't even look like me. And so I say that to say that always keep an open mind, and I'm not trying to push any racial agenda. I'm just sharing my opinion and my viewpoint of being a black person, a black man, and some of the things that, you know, I've encountered, that I've went through, and hopefully that it will resonate among other young men, and they'll be able to take something from it, and hopefully maybe have a clearer understanding of what it means, because it was hard for me, man. I used to be frustrated. You know, I've been one of 3 black kids at an all-white school. You know, I've been called, you know, nigger at school and had to fight motherfuckers when I was in elementary school. You know what I mean? Getting down. Motherfuckers talking about bullying. I was fighting 5 or 6 little motherfucking, you know, little kids, you know, day in, day out, man, until my little partner, he started helping me out. But I was fighting every fucking day when I lived in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, you know, being a black kid, that shit was rough, man. And my black stepdad, he wasn't doing shit to lace me up, so I had to figure it out myself. But, you know, along the way, man, you stumble, you bump your head, you wisen up, and hopefully, you know, you find somebody who takes you under their wing and has some love for you, man, so that you can make better choices, better decisions. I love young kids, man, and I think that they deserve a chance to be the best they can be. And I just, like I said, want to share a lot of this insight and positivity so that maybe a mom can share it with her son, or a cousin can share it with his brother, or, you know, dad can share it with his nephew, whatever the case may be, man. But I just want to hopefully enlighten our community. And hey, man, it's all right to help each other out, man. It's all right to give compliments. It's all right to you know, be positive to one another. We need more of that, man. We need more of that positive energy. You know, you see somebody, man, you got an opportunity to help them, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It'll come back 100-fold. It's called karma, man. It's all right to help each other out. We ain't got to hurt each other, man. We ain't got to want to, you know, slide on each other just because we don't like the way a person looks, or talk to your girl or some bullshit, man. Let's do something bigger than that. Black men, black community, black people, black women. Come on, y'all. Let's show some love. Let's show that we can do things bigger and better than what they think that we can do. And we can change a whole lot about our community and about our kids. Black men, black people, black women. Love y'all. Big Herc 916.